The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the football first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe two-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give, running right, it's Frazier. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback. Wide receiver going in motion. First play of this drive. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Frazier. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Throws it off the RPO. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Humphries. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Now it falls out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. Right side, it's Frazier. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Number 8 in punt formation to kick it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back. Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Right down the middle. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Finds his big tight end. Georgia Tech spins its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Yellow Jackets spend their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. The quick game. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Drops back. It's Stockton. Rushes on. Out wide right, it's Humphries. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been...
Makes a grab and room to run. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. Looking for a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Now on first down from the 40. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Full wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wide receiver. And back to the air on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. The nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Gets the back moving. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Out wide left, it's Frazier.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down and do to run out of bounds.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he will not get there. How about this deep? Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the punishment has been extended. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got him on the RPO. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there on that RPO play on 3rd down. They didn't bite on the run fake. They were anticipating the offense throwing the football, so they laid back, made the tackle, and now they set up 4th down.
They'll run it on 4th down. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Comes down, it's Humphreys. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Left side is Humphries. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extreme.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Right side, it's Frazier. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Frazier. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get 1 first down. And Palmer, they can run it. They can play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long.
Big guy tries to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Oh, pressure's coming. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.